What's up, guys? It's just Try back with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about this man right here, LeBron James, who has yet again to make another big decision in this coming NBA free agency. He's currently a part of the Cleveland Cavaliers, and he just got swept in the NBA Finals by the Golden State Warriors, who he's lost to for the past 2 years now, after they acquired KD, who's arguably the second best player in the NBA. LeBron, he's 33 years old, and it's time for him to make another decision for where he wants to go and compete for a title. So I'm gonna talk about the places where he's best fit and where he could win a title the best. So my idea on him is he should go to Houston. I think he should go to Houston because they have two proven stars in James Harden and Chris Paul, and they came very close to defeating the Warriors this year in the conference finals. But unfortunately, Chris Paul got hurt in Game 5 and was unable to go in Game 6, Game 7, where Golden State ultimately took over both games and won the series in 7 in Houston. I think if you add LeBron James, that adds a completely different idea of star power. You know, that gives them the best chance to win. And ultimately, I think that's his best chance of winning and dethroning the Warriors and getting more rings before, his career is over. He's been linked to Philadelphia, the 76ers. They have two proven young stars in Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. So I could see, and it's also in the East, which is the weaker conference. So it's going to be easier for him to win, just like he has been with Cleveland and Miami, where he's been to the finals 8 straight years. There's a speculation of him going to the Lakers. That is his hometown. They have young stars in Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball, and Kyle Kuzma, but I just don't see that as a spot where he can win truly, like with the Warriors and the Rockets and all these other good teams. The Lakers, I don't think they could contend, even if they get Paul George as well. The Lakers do have enough cap to sign 2 max contracts. They could get LeBron James and Paul George or a Kawhi Leonard, but I just don't see that being enough to take over the West and beating say the Celtics, who are probably going to win the East next year. Which brings me to the Celtics. The Celtics he just beat in the Eastern Conference Finals to go to the finals, to go to the NBA Finals. They didn't have their two stars, Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward, and he still barely got off in Game 7. So say he stays in the East and goes to like the 76ers or goes back to Miami or stays in Cleveland, he's still going to have a hard time getting past those Celtics, who have Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward. They got a young core. They got arguably the best coach in the league in Brad Stevens. So why not go to Boston? Why not go to Boston and team up with Kyrie? The only problem is that's Kyrie's team now, and Kyrie left LeBron in Cleveland to go get his own team. So I don't know how that would fare with him having LeBron going there, but if Kyrie were to let him go there, that would be enough to beat the Warriors, who have 4 stars. I mean, 3 stars to 4. I mean, LeBron James, Kyrie Irving, Gordon Hayward to get it done. I ultimately guarantee it. And then lastly, he could stay home. He could stay home in Cleveland. The only problem with that is, obviously, he's lost 2 years in a row, and if he stays, it's more of like a integrity thing if he stays, because he already left them once. He came back, he won them a title after like a 50-year drought of not winning, and got them a title. So in his mind, he feels like he could leave, but if he does, that ultimately he did it once already. He already left them once. So if he leaves them again, the integrity factor on him, it wouldn't look good for him. It just would not look good on him. But I mean, he's LeBron James. He's the best player in the NBA. He ultimately, at the end of the day, could do what he wants. And you know, we'll see what happens. But like I said, I think if he goes to Houston, that is his best chance of winning and getting more rings, which is ultimately his goal. Is if he wants to be the GOAT, and pass Michael Jordan, he's got to get more rings. He's got to get more than 3 rings. He has to. And the only way he can do that is if he joins forces with James Harden and Chris Paul and Clint Capella and the Houston Rockets and form another super team in the Western Conference. And in my mind, that team can take down the Golden State Warriors and ultimately rule the NBA for the next few years to come, and ultimately be a dynasty, in my opinion. But at the end of the day, it's his decision, and this is the biggest decision we've had since he made his last decision in 2014 to come back to Cleveland. So this NBA free agency, it's going to be it's the biggest one that we've had in my opinion in NBA history. Ultimately, because we got Paul George, LeBron James, Chris Paul, so many of these stars are free agents this year, and we're just to see where they're gonna go and how the NBA is gonna play out. But his ultimate goal should be to go to the best team and to win more rings. But that's gonna be it for today for me, guys, and make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.